Hello, my name's Kojo, and in today's presentation, I'm going to be talking about entrepreneurship and how you can be a successful entrepreneur. I'll also be talking about a business idea I invented and whether or not I should follow this idea and try it and place it into the market. So, very quickly, what is an entrepreneur? An entrepreneur is someone who sets up a business or businesses and is open to the risk of taking a loss with the potential aim to make a profit. So, as an entrepreneur, you have to use something that's called risk capital. So, this is capital that you potentially could lose. So, there's rewards of being an entrepreneur, but there are quite a lot of risk as well. So, very quickly, I believe you need to have different characteristics if you want to be a successful entrepreneur. And I feel like entrepreneurs need to possess both leadership and managerial characteristics in order to become a successful entrepreneur. Such as, I believe a manager has the characteristic to maintain an idea, whereas a leader has the characteristic to develop an idea. So, as an entrepreneur, I will want the idea to develop into something bigger. Once it's big, though, I'll want to be able to maintain the idea through and see it through until it's either faded or innovation must happen. Another characteristic is I believe managers imitate ideas, whereas leaders originate ideas. So as an entrepreneur again, I want to create or have an idea that branches away from existing ideas. So come up with something new, I guess. And being a manager, the characteristic they have is imitating. So once a competitor does something in the market, as in order to not lose competitive advantage, you want to actually imitate what they are doing so you can remain strong in the market. So as being an entrepreneur, you can only imagine there's loads of risk and uncertainties. So being an entrepreneur means opening yourself up to risks and actually coping with everyday business struggles. So I believe I have a very durable personality. So once actually think of an idea, I'll want to see it through, just due to the fact that I invested time and money into it. When I'm starting my own business, I'm gonna have to actually invest a lot of capital. So when you when you can actually have scenarios where you don't have any income for several months to in order to build momentum in your company, which I guess will be a situation for me because I'm a uni student. So I'll obviously have to find alternative ways in raising finance to progress my idea. So there's different ways that an entrepreneur can actually manage risk and uncertainty. So I've come up with three. So we have learn and create ways to manage difficult times. So this is, for example, there's a low market budget and you can find an alternative way to actually market your idea. So this might be social media, this might be word of mouth. Another one, surround yourself with strong support. I think this is very, very important. This basically means having strong business links and having loved ones around to help you support you. Because there will be times where you feel defeated as an entrepreneur because of all the problems surrounding entrepreneurism. So you do need support at times. Also, have a plan B and a plan C. So always ensuring that a new product or service has a vital backup, which is essential, especially for a new idea which has not had enough time to grow within the market. Obviously, you don't have loyalty yet with customers, so you do have to have a plan B in order to at least impress customers and gain some customer loyalty. So another thing an entrepreneur probably has to do a lot is be very innovative. So innovation is highly recommended for business survival in a highly competitive market where product differentiation is kept to a minimum. This is just due to the fact that you need to stand out in the market you choose. So this can help, in a sense, expand their customer base, attract more loyal fans. Also, it's a key component for competitive advantage. If you want the edge in the market, you need to be offering something new. So I came up with a business idea. So I want to be a club owner, and I would like to open a club based in the Midlands, as well as occasionally have event planning. Okay, so which I think this will work hand in hand, because if my club becomes established enough, I would essentially be able to have a say in events. So I want to own a club large enough to hold 1,000 or more people. So in a sense, I want to make a super club, and I want to hold about 10 mega events every year and two small events every week to gain loyalty from customers. So I've already got goals I want to achieve if I was to become a club owner. And I believe 10 mega events a year, that's something to achieve, something to aim for. So as I have two separate target markets. So I have a target market aged 18 to 24, and I have a target market aged 30 plus. So the first group is uni students. So these events will be most social. As you can imagine, the music taste will differ from that of the 30 plus people. And as you can imagine, I'll have to stay more up to date with my music trends. As in, I'll have to be bringing more new talent in and updating playlists in order to ensure that my customers are happy with the entertainment. Whereas if I was to aim at the 30 plus, these events will be more chilled. They'll probably be more relaxing. I will probably have to employ more bartenders due to the fact adults will particularly want to spend more money actually drinking than dancing compared to obviously teenagers and uni students. So, in a sense, the fact that they'll be purchasing more alcohol means I might actually have to change the approach, as in maybe have a dining area so adults can actually come there and eat food and relax. So there's room for improvements with my idea already, which I can already recognize. So as you can imagine, I have competition in both areas, if for both my target markets, for my uni students and for my 30 plus adults. So first of all, for my uni students, we have two contenders. We got Walkabout, so they are offering the ultimate student night, and whilst offering this, they also offer very cheap drinks. So my main idea will be using their price scheme, which could either help me enter the market at a competitive advantage or just enter the market altogether, as in a stable way to enter the market. As in, it looks like a decent price scheme to then try use. We also have Players. So Players is a recently opened club that offers very cheap drinks as well, with their USP being their unique selling point being that you can pick up three Jaeger bombs for £5. So Jaeger bomb is a very popular drink for uni students. So it's a striking. They're striking a good deal, and it could prove very beneficial if I was to copy their ways and follow in their footsteps. So we have my competition for the adults is we have a place called Turtle Bay, and Turtle Bay offers a more dining approach, which may be more favourable for adults, as I said before. So due to the fact that they can relax with families and friends, whereas listening to music, it might be the fact that I need to innovate my club in the sense that I have a dining area where adults can relax and chill. So my feasibility analysis is an effective study that can help a business guide on whether they should move forward with an idea, refine it, or scrap it altogether. So what you need to do whilst having your checking a business feasibility is doing primary research and secondary research. So I actually did some secondary research and I did some primary research. So In the past 5 years, nightclub industries has taken heavy hits due to legislations and extended licenses. So this has meant that we've actually lost the competitive advantage of being a bar or being a club, because bars now can also drink till late. Also, the nightclub industry has an estimate worth of 2 billion, with about 7,000 clubs opened all around the UK. Also, the Mirror exposed 50 problem postcodes where obviously crime happens about every 15 minutes, and six of these postcodes were actually nightclubs. So it's a security factor that I could, in a sense, be bringing problems to a community. So they could try to reject the whole fact of me actually opening a club, which won't help any of my won't help my market share in the community. So I was unable to actually go around and actually collect primary research, but I know it's a definitely a great step in order to check my feasibility. But I want to actually make a questionnaire which I'll give out to uni students and obviously adults at the pub in order to get a real understanding of my target market. I also plan to have two focus groups to give me a little insight on what customers want me to provide as a service, and which will give me hopefully a competitive advantage if I'm able to channel feedback back into my service. So I actually had a SWOT analysis. So I listed strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats of my business idea. So a strength was that I can use social media to actually advertise my business idea because of how heavily influenced I am on social media. A weakness I have, and I have explained before, is that I am not financially stable enough to actually handle all the startup costs of a club, which could be a problem, but in a sense, there are ways to invest income, and invest funding. Opportunities I can use my local DJs and local artists that I know are one with the community. So it's a cheaper option for me and in a sense can save me a lot of money. Threats I could have are, as I said, mentioned before as well, as people may deter from the club if I bring back, if I bring a negative sort of vibe to the community. So they could deter to the fact coming to the club altogether. So I believe you have six traits commonly associated with entrepreneurs. So the first trait is I think traits I think I already attain, the need to achieve. I feel like I always need to achieve. Okay, so entrepreneur activity is driven by intrinsic movement and motivations, which I believe that will help me survive the difficult situations linked with being an entrepreneur. I also feel I'm over optimistic. So opening a new club, you have to prepare for a successful venture and have no thoughts of failing. However, this does have obviously negative drawbacks because this may cause me to overdo things and over ordering stock, which will play as a very costly thing, a very um, costly plan. Traits I think I still need to obtain to become actually a successful entrepreneur. So, as an entrepreneur, we have to obviously take risks, and evidence shows fewer entrepreneurs are actually taking risks due to past experiences or experiences of others. So knowing that my club could potentially fail due to the fact that others have failed before, could cause me to not have the same sort of drive for my club. The desire for autonomy. So this is a difficult trait for entrepreneurs because they feel like they want to overdose on control, and I believe I'm a really someone who will probably overdose on control. So in a sense, I need to back up and ensure everything works as planned, but have an open mind as well. So I believe I can open a successful business if my business idea was to be put into practice due to the fact that I've already obtained entrepreneurial skills that in the future will help me become a successful entrepreneur. However, I'm also aware I still need to improve on certain skills in order to see my plan without any flaws. So there is room to improve, but I feel that I've already obtained enough of the skills in order to push the business idea through. I just need funding and just a bit more help, I guess.